Welcome to today's RV Tech Tale. It involves a Schwintek motor that is going to be very hard to get to. So if you're having trouble with one of these, this may help. If not, maybe you'll just enjoy what some techs have to go through on their calls. The couple called and said that their rear sliding bedroom was stuck in. And it was because of the motor in that corner. Now, some of you realize that Schwinteks have a certain procedure in which you're supposed to be able to get the motor out, which is fine if the slide is out a little bit or fully extended. You can get to some things. But when it's stuck inside, it's a whole different issue. To get to that motor, to test it, I did a couple of things. First, the control box for the slides are under, or for this slide is under the kitchen sink. And you can tell we're getting the blinking, and I've already worked on this, so this is not a diagnostic. We already know the motor has failed. So I switched the motor's wires at the controller and tried to get that side to do anything, to scoot out a little bit. Nothing. I was hoping it would be a loose connection. And there was a facing here. In fact, you have this bar that is behind this wooden piece that the roof is attached to, and then this facing that's going to hide the top part of this bunk. Well, as you can tell, I pulled those off so that I could get back to that motor. And I have about 11 inches to work with. Believe it or not, I was able to push, using the controller, I was able to use this motor to slide this out so that I had a little bit more room than right here so that I could get back there. Thought I was going to have to take this light down at one point because it kept getting caught on my belt. So anyway, slithered back there, hooked up my harness, tested that motor, still nothing. So I know that that motor is bad. The problem is, how do you get that motor out? Well, if you do a little research, it says just remove the pin, or excuse me, the screw, set screw on the outside. And then you just have to pop this motor up and out, and that's it. Okay, now let's make a quick trip outside so that we can look at what was going on out here. This is the slide that is stuck in. And what kind of room do I have to get to that set screw? Almost none at all. So I did a couple of things. First, I took a couple of pry bars and I was very careful. If you ever try this, make sure to use cloth, rags, something to where, because a lot of times when that started prying, it would push out. But I was able to get that opened up a little bit. Then I was able to use a handy dandy homemade tool. Yes, that is a small wrench with a bit taped into it so that I could reach back there to where that set screw was and get it started. About less than half a turn at a time. Then, after I did get it out a little bit, I was able to take these to reach back there and work and get that set screw out. So then, all that is that once you've got the set screw out, I was able to take a screwdriver, climb back up here, go to that corner, and was able to finally pop that up and pull it out. So now, near the end of this video, just to show you what kind of issues I had getting it out, I am going to use the motor on this side to slide out. And then I'm going to step over and I'm going to push that out just a little bit. Then come back over here, use this motor, push out, and keep going until I can comfortably work with replacing that motor. And as you can tell, trying to get to that corner, there was no way that I could not only get around this corner, but get back there to that motor area. And I've still got some work to do. But the main part is that I was able to get the slide unstuck and can now replace that motor and then just sync it up, and hopefully that'll take care of this slide. Thanks for watching, but I will be working today on getting that motor in place and getting it back to where the family can use the camper.